What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the Fleet, where we do daily anime and manga related content. On today's video, we back with another chapter review slash discussion. This time on chapter 1074, Mark 3 of One Piece. So, right off the bat, the cover story is continued. We see the mad scientist, of course, but this time we see Judge, Queen, and Caesar going at it, all competing for that number 2 spot. That just goes to show you how, just crazy Vegapunk is. The fact that they know they're nowhere near in the same realm as him. So the next best thing is just compete for second best. A testament to Vegapunk's greatness. So then the chapter opens continuing the battle on Vegapunk's island. We now see another version of Kuma as a pacifista with the bubble shield type power. This power is pretty crazy because it deflects all damage and then redirects. That's pretty cool. We do find out that this is one of the new upgraded versions, the Mark III version. We saw the first version in Marineford, and before that we saw it in the Archipelago. So then we get to Sentomaru, and Sentomaru is still in the fight. I thought he was knocked out, done completely, but he is pretty wounded, and he has came to the conclusion that he is now a rebel as well. So what does he do? He decides, because I'm a rebel, I'll just go all out. So of course he decides to release all of the other Mark IIIs, and it's a total of 50 of them. So if just one of them was already giving the Marines extreme difficulty, imagine 50 of these things. You definitely need somebody like an admiral or something to even compete with something like this. And lucky for this arc, or whatever this is, we actually have an admiral on the way in Kizaru. But I was just thinking, as we saw Sentomaru, it was just like he really has came a long way from the Subodi Archipelago to now working with Dr. Vegapunk to now making his own informed decisions, deciding to choose his own fate, deciding to be loyal to Vegapunk. And that's pretty admirable. He chooses to actually fight and rebel against the world government rather than just lay down and die. He clearly knows something is up. So just what I really understand about this is that something serious is definitely about to go down on this island, because you can just feel the severity in Sentomaru's words when he says the Marines are up to something, it's about to go down basically. And then we switch to Luffy and the crew, of course, and we find out that Luffy has been running all over the lab looking for Vegapunk, looking for Bonnie. And even though Luffy is all world powerful and everything, he's still just that same old goofy Luffy. And Chopper, of course, is his accomplice. It's so funny when you see the despair on Chopper's face. He's just always so extra worried, bro. That's just so funny. And we finally see that Zoro, Brook, and Miss Buckingham has reunited with the rest of the crew. Bro, why they got this man Zoro looking like a pure drip god? Even the way he's standing, bro, it's just he know, yeah, I'm fresh. I swear, bro, Oda just know how to hype up Zoro like no other. But we find out that the entire system within the lab is broken. And of course, Vegapunk is lost, so they think. But we really know where he is. He's turned into a baby right now. And of course, they are now confined into that certain area of the lab inside of the dome. They can't even escape. Even if they try to escape, they'll be killed by lasers. So they're definitely in some type of predicament. And of course, the moment Sanji lays eyes on Stussy, he's gonna lose it, bro. He can't even help himself when a new baddie enters his view. He just starts going crazy and just ready to die for them right there. He's just so funny, bro. And of course, they come up with a plan. Nami comes up with a plan to let's go find Vegapunk, but really we know it's Nami, the cat burglar, who is in it for the treasures, the spoils, the riches. So that's always funny to see that side of Nami, because you have to remember she is a pirate, bro, and she does have this thing with gold and all of that. So I thought that was pretty funny. And probably one of the funniest moments was Zoro volunteering himself to enter onto the search party team. And we all know that's a no-no, bro. Zoro has zero sense of direction. That's just not gonna work. And of course, Sanji, grabs him and tells him bro, if you leave, then that means somebody gonna have to find you too. Cause of course, Zoro has that thing where he always gets lost, bro. He just never knows what's going on, which is funny. And it's actually funny because both Zoro and Luffy, two of the strongest people in the world at this point, and they're pretty much all brawn and zero brain, idiots. But battle IQ is crazy, but if it's not a battle, then, you know, they're pretty much useless. They can't use their brains for anything. We get back to Bonnie and Vegapunk. And of course, last chapter, she came upon her father's memories, and now she's decided to enter those memories. And the first memory she sees is a memory of her father as a child, crying and being beaten by his peers. They appear to be trying to force him to go back to some place. I'm sure we'll find out what that place is in the future. But it's just hard for Bonnie because she can only watch, as she cannot change events of the past. She can only witness what her father has endured. And of course, it's too much for her to handle in this moment because she hasn't mentally prepared herself. So Bonnie leaves the bubble of memories because it's just too much for her to bear at this point. We then see a flash of Kuma, who is still trying to climb the red line, bro. Kuma is so determined that his fingernails are bleeding, yet he still climbs. Crazy, bro, crazy. It gotta be more to that. Like, he gotta be on some type of like revenge path or something, bro. But anyway, we then see one of the Vegapunks roaming around, and all of a sudden it's just like a big boom. Like he has a little surprised look on his face, and then it's just a boom. So he was attacked by someone, but who could he have been attacked by? That's my only question. We switch to Morgan's, you know, big news Morgan's. Of course, he's always putting a spin on everything, and in true Morgan's fashion, he puts a spin on this entire Luffy and Vegapunk story, basically making it appear as though Luffy is the villain and he's holding Vegapunk hostage. He doesn't have any integrity at all as a journalist. He's just strictly in it for the best headlines, whatever is going to catch your attention. And on top of that, he is getting paid by the world government, so he really does not care. He just cares about selling the papers. And he knows, of course, if he pitches the story this way and frames it this way, then of course papers are going to be flying off of the shelves. So then we get a major reveal. Princess Vivi of Alabasta is alive, bro. Alive and well. She is with Wapol-sama. I know you all remember him from Chopper's arc, the trash can man, whatever he eats or whatever his fruit was. But yeah, supposedly they're alive. Vivi knows that Luffy would never do nothing like this, so she knows it's just a big lie. And that's when Morgan tells her, like, he doesn't care about the truth, and he's also the one that's keeping them hidden. So I wonder how that came to be. I'm assuming that Morgan's probably is working with the Revolutionary, but we never know. And that's pretty much all we got from this chapter. I rated this chapter a 8 out of 10. I thought it was an overall good chapter. Not too much given, but just enough to keep us on edge and keep us excited for next week. I am happy that Vivi is alive, of course. I mean, I'm pretty sure it wasn't really that much doubt, but I am happy that Vivi is back and alive, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a reunion at some point with the other Straw Hats, and that's just going to be a crazy reunion. Why didn't we get a chance to see Kizaru? Like, what about Kizaru and the Elder? I'm assuming they got to be extremely close at this point, so it's only right to assume that we would have gotten at least something on them, but I guess we'll have to wait till next chapter. So yeah, like I said, overall good chapter, 8 out of 10 chapter. And that's all we got for today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on this chapter and what did you think and what's some things you want to see moving forward. That's all we got for today, guys. Fleet out.